Alright folks, welcome back. We're back from the Lancaster show and it was a wonderful time. And I want to thank those folks of you that came out to see me. Thank you so much. I'm honored by it. I truly was. It was a wonderful time for the weekend. But we're back and we're going to jump back into this little Ducky's first plunge. As you see, I have his feet kind of marked off. And we were rounding off the body. I think what we're going to do is we're going to continue with the feet here. What we need to do is let me find a pencil here. If I can get this thing to work okay, we'll be set. There we go. We're going to have this. Will have to stay flat against the shelf itself. So we're going to have it coming like at an angle, just like this, okay, at an angle. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut away from the body. So what we're going to do is just slice it kind of inward, just like so. You really need a good sharp knife for this, folks. I don't know if this one's sharp enough for that. Let me switch to something else here. There we go. There, that's a little better. I learned some things at the show that I'll share with you later on, probably on my blog. If you're not familiar with my blog, it's the Carver's Woodshop at blogspot.com. And we'll have some things there pertaining to the show and some things that I learned and observed and upcoming things and such. If this is the first time you're tuning into one of my videos, you know, that's one of my sites. The other ones are Facebook. I have a woodcarvers group called the Carver's Woodshop, if you're interested in that. We're going to do the same thing here. We're going to do it from front to back. So we're going to put the line like this so it reminds us which way it goes. Here, so get another knife out. Hang on just a second here. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to try to slice some of this out in the front. It's a little tough because you're going right across the grain. You can see how hard it is for me to get that out of there. Just have to make sure. Take little chips is fine. You don't want to go too crazy cutting, you know, and hacking things out. Just take your time to doing this. Okay. It's going to go down anyway, so this will come down a little bit. Okay, that's how I want to do it, is try to round this off towards its body. Okay. And I'm trying to figure out where the middle is here. So what I want to do, so I don't go too far beyond the middle of it, is I'm just going to try to put a little line right up through the center. And that's where that body can go in. That's how far we can go in with the body. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing here. This is kind of the middle of the foot right here. And we're going to take that right up. Just give us a visual where the middle of the foot is towards this whole round portion from here to here. Here's the middle. Okay, so we can go up. We can cut some more inward. So technically, and that's where the middle is. Okay, so where his legs technically would be. So we're going to chop some more of this out here towards that center. Hang on just a second here. thing sliding around here on the desk. It's not a good thing. And because we're going in further here with the feet, because he's just kind of sitting there, that's okay. That's perfectly alright. And then later on we're going to chop some of this off, okay? So we're doing the inside of the top part of the foot first, but I'm just trying to get a better idea how far we can round this body off. Sorry it's taken so long to get back to this project. Had a few things to do and had a couple appointments here, so that I had to go to. So okay, we're going to go down a little further. The other thing we're going to do is actually the bottom right here is where his legs technically are going to be. So we're going to try to whittle this down a little bit. But you don't want to make it too thin. You just have to kind of eye it up and round it up. Okay, see how we have that? Okay. We're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to look at it. Actually, we can go in a little further. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm going to go down a little further here too. I'm just going to start chopping it in a little bit. Oops. Sorry about that. I keep banging things. Okay, hang on just a second. Alright. The other thing we need to do is we need to trim this out a little bit, and that's going to be a little bit of a challenge. If you have a little gouge, that may help, but you can do it with a knife. It's just a matter of taking your time, cutting that out, and then going out from the top down, pushing it down a little bit, and then coming back and hopefully letting it snap out. Try not to pry it out. Let the cuts do the work. You know, let your knife do the work for you. You know, you just need to put a little pressure on it to get it to come out. That's fine. Alright, so see how we have this? It's kind of sloped downward. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do, now this becomes kind of delicate down here, so what we want, I'll be back with another clip. I'll be right back, folks.